Get into Dak and Caleb Downs because is there a bromance brewing here? Like these two are they seem like two people that would be on a similar wavelength just based on what we know about each of them individually.
Yeah.
Very focused, very I think intelligent football players.
Cerebral, yeah.
Guys that approach the game in a cerebral way, and they both talked about each other yesterday. Let's start with slot number 21, Dak Prescott, just talking in general about his impression so far of Caleb Downs.
Yeah, I mean, true young pro. Super, super excited for him. Young career, long career ahead of him. Could talk about him honestly all day. I've got now a chance to spend some time with him here, golfed with him outside the facility. He's wired the right way. I'm super excited for him to be on that defense, to lead that defense, not just the defense, this team. He's a good example of pretty much that whole class, that whole rookie class, and they all follow his lead to that extent, and impressed, very impressed.
And then shortly thereafter, Downs came to the podium and was obviously asked about Dak Prescott and his impressions early on of what it's like to work against Dak, what it's like to practice against him, and the things that he can maybe learn from number 4.
Yeah, I mean, he's super experienced. He has a lot of experience to pull from in terms of coverages and what he's looking at pre-snap. So I'm just trying to do my job. At the end of the day, that's what he gets paid $60 million for, to put the ball in the right place. So I'm just doing my job, honestly. Best piece of advice, I mean, just focus on your job. One of the guys came in yesterday and said, keep the main thing the main thing. That's something that my dad has always told me since I was a kid, and I feel like when you step into a new field, that's always the biggest thing, is just keeping the main thing the main thing.
And then finally, the two both talked about the fact that they have already taken their relationship outside the facility itself and spent a little time on the golf course. And no surprise, it's more than just a little bit competitive.
Hey, nobody put this one in the folder for me.
No!
It's not even that I didn't bring it in. I don't see it in the folder. I have 21, 22, then 24.
Wow. Finally, Kelly returns fire.
Can we act it out? Okay, so wait, I'm golfing.
Oh no.
That aside, though, let's talk about the relationship portion of it, because I am fascinated by it.
I think we can at least tell the story of what was said. Dak Moore just kind of talked about the fact that they had golfed. Downs, I can't bleep myself, but basically made it clear that he wanted to beat Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
That was absolutely the focal point coming into the round of golf, and he was entirely focused on beating Dak and wanting to get one up on him, and it sounds like he did, at least this time around, but we're probably not done seeing these two play rounds of golf together.
Yeah, no, and again, it's just the relationship part of this, right? Like, and I don't know about you guys, but listening to Caleb talk, it feels like he's been in the league for 5 years.
Yeah.
He's so comfortable in front of a camera. And granted, that's just from our perspective, right? That doesn't mean necessarily a lot about what's about to happen on the field and how he's going to adjust to NFL speed, but it certainly seems like the ancillary stuff he's very prepared for. And it just feels like he fits right in.
I mean, Dak touched on this as well. Think about how much media he's done being at both Alabama and Ohio State up to this point in his career. You know, Dak talked about the fact that these guys are a little bit older coming into the league now and that they carry a certain level of maturity with them. He obviously creme de la creme in that perspective because he is, you know, he's been a star player for his entire college career and now has huge expectations starting his professional career. But yeah, I think he's cut from a different cloth. We've known that. We got that impression well before we even talked to his high school coach. He only further cemented that idea. But it's different getting to hear him firsthand and see how he's approaching his time away from the facility as a 20-something-year-old kid, you know, taking advantage of an opportunity to get to say golf with Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
I'll ask, do we have it now or no?
It's in there. I just don't know if our talent has...
Do you guys want it?
Sure.
Are you ready for it?
No.
Are
Yes,
you
Brittany.
really ready for it?
Yes.
Wait, that's not her. Oh, I mean Taylor. Oh, my God. How did I just
Oh, no.
disrespect her like
Oh,
that?
no.
Okay, here we go.
Pretty good. Pretty good. I was impressed there.
Did he beat you? You
He
brought
beat me. He beat me.
Did he beat
He
you?
did. He did.
I ain't gonna lie.
4 hours.
I was out there to beat his ass. I can't I told my friend that before I went out there. I was like, I'm gonna beat him. I don't care what happens. So, yeah, it was a good game.
So Mike can't censor himself, and Michelle can't censor her soundbite. So we just got out of that.
At least it was that one and not Jamie Foxx. Because that would have been much different.
But even that, like, again, there is a casual element to him that is just refreshing to see from someone that's so young, right? That he's just walks into this and owns the room. And not that we're necessarily hanging on every word, but he's not worried about that. There is just a comfort level to him with his interactions that makes it seem like, hey, man, this is what he's like with everybody else. He comes across like a leader. And I think that's an important value to have.